Hi, I'm George Vrotzis. This is Premeditated Fitness, and today we're talking about crawling. Crawling is a fantastic warm-up movement, mobility movement, and can be used for conditioning as well. It really works all the joints, all the muscles, works your core. It's great for correcting movement patterns that have been hampered by sitting too much. It's how we learned how to move as children, as babies, and we don't do it anymore as adults. So let's get down on the ground and crawl. So it's going to start down in a baby crawling position. Hands are on the ground, knees are on the ground, feet are on the ground, but you're not going to be using your feet. You're just going to be moving your hands and knees. Keep your eyes up on the horizon so you keep a nice flat back. We don't want to be moving like this. And when you're crawling, the biggest thing to keep in mind is moving your opposite hand and knee at the same time. So I'm going forward. It's going to be right hand, left knee, left hand, right knee, right hand, left knee, left hand, right knee. And I've just got a little circle space here, so I'm just crawling in a circle. Obviously, if you've got a hallway or something, you can crawl up and down in a straight line, but it's just keeping your head up and keeping the opposite hand and knee moving at the same time. Do this for a minute or two as a warm-up or first thing in the morning for some mobility. And it'll help you move better, help you feel better. Now, at first, you might have problems moving the opposite limbs at the same time. You might want to do this, and that's okay. Just notice that you're doing it and correct it. Moving the opposite limbs, up, I made a mistake, and I'm moving the same ones, so I'm going to stop and reset, go back to moving the opposite ones. Keep that head up and keep moving your opposite limbs. So that's baby crawling. That is the basic form of crawling. It's good enough for most people. You can put a timer on the clock. If you want to do this for conditioning, just set 5 minutes and say, I'm going to crawl for 5 minutes. If you get too tired from crawling and need to take a break, just keep the clock going and take a break by rocking. Stay in the crawling position and rock back and forth. If you're up for some more crawling, go back to crawling. Eventually, you'll get to the point where you can crawl around for 5 minutes with no problem. This is kind of a rough carpet, but it's still, and I'm in shorts, but it still works on my knees. Obviously, you get a comfy, cushy carpet or some nice sweatpants that'll be better on your knees, but you can do this on a hard floor as well. Just got to be a little more careful about it and mindful. You don't want to be slamming your knees down. Nice, soft movements. Once you've mastered baby crawling, there's a bunch of different variations of crawling. I like leopard crawling a lot. That would be up on your hands and feet. Your butt is low to the ground though. And same thing, opposite hand, opposite foot, crawling like a leopard. This is gonna be a lot harder. You'll feel a lot more in your quads and the front of your legs. You do bear crawls, which would be same thing, hands and feet, but you got a high butt. So leopard crawls, low butt, but your knees off the ground. Bear crawl is knees off the ground as well, but high butt. And then same thing, opposite hand and feet. And there's also Spider-Man crawls, which are similar to leopard crawls, but you're stepping outside of your hands. Those are all more advanced. You can visit them later. They're not important now, just showing you what some possibilities are. And once you start working those things in, the conditioning aspect of this becomes apparent very quickly. It's great for getting the heart rate up, great for getting some conditioning in. You can mix in the get back ups, 5 minutes of get back ups, then 5 minutes of crawling, and then do 100 swings with 10 swings on the minute, every minute for 10 minutes. It gives you a 20-minute workout that's pretty perfect if you've only got 20 minutes. So just something to keep in mind. This is, again, an original strength movement by Tim Anderson. Learned it from him. Original strength is awesome. Link to all his crawling videos will be down in the description below. So take a look and try some out. Let me know what your favorites are. Talk to you soon.